am now live with you guys. Welcome, happy Sunday. I am about to show you guys how to do a southern stewed chicken. I've actually made a chicken already, made some a batch already just so I can show you guys because it's gonna take an hour to cook after we put it in the pot. So let me show you guys what we're doing. I have my chicken, I cut up some chicken, I cut up a whole chicken. And I have all my bell peppers, my onions, my garlic, my celery, some butter. This is for the green beans. I have my cut green beans. They're fresh green beans. Now, if you choose to use canned, you can, but I don't use a lot of canned dishes. So I use that. My rice, I'm going to show you guys how to do a rice. I'm going to start this first because it takes 20 minutes. And a lot of people, they've posted and they commented that they don't really know how to do rice, but it's so easy. It's not as hard as everyone thinks. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. I have my flour, so when we thicken up the sauce for the chicken. And I have my pots in the bag, and we are ready to go, guys. And all my spices, of course, all my, don't hurt your tongue, baby spices. But if you guys don't have my spices, I need you to get your seasoning salt, your pepper, your garlic. I didn't put down there, but you can get garlic powder too. You could add some garlic powder and some Cajun seasoning. And I think we are ready to go. So I'm gonna start the rice first, guys. So thank you guys for joining me again. I'm excited to be cooking with you guys. I have been back and forth with my health. Not anything major, but not things major for lupus survivors. It wasn't something like some of my friends that are survivors, they actually, they've had like organ issues, different, like kidney, liver, heart, a lot of different organ issues. But for me, by the grace of God, I have not had those issues. I've had other issues. So I am blessed and I'm happy to be back with you guys. And let's get cooking. So, okay, I'm going to show you guys. I have Instagram Live and I have Facebook Live. Hello, my family. Hi, guys. So I'm going to just start the rice first. So all you need is it's really simple. For 2 parts of liquid, it's for 1 part of your rice, you have 2 parts of liquid. So this is 1 cup of the jasmine rice. I'm going to do 2 cups of water and a teaspoon of salt, and that's all you need. And you just cook it for 20 minutes. So I'm gonna do this now, and you just put the top on it, let it cook. That's all you do with rice. Just I would say if you don't really know how to keep time well, just keep your timer and just put it up for 20 minutes and your rice will be done. That's all you need. So let's do that. So I'm at this and my salt. I'm gonna bring you with me. I'm gonna bring my Instagram followers, and Mama, you can bring the Facebook followers. Let me show you. I have my water. I'm just gonna add in my rice. See, there's my rice. And I'm just gonna put a teaspoon of salt, and that's it. And that's really it. Now, I know how to do things by hand, so there's that. And then after that, I'm gonna turn it on, and I'm gonna let it start cooking. And then once it starts boiling, you just bring it down to a simmer and let it cook for 20 minutes. So let me do that. That's on now. Come on, there it goes, there it is. So I'm gonna let that start boiling. And then, just that easy. Rice is not, people think that rice is really hard to make, but rice is literally, it's just you put it together, you just make sure you time it. You do not touch it, don't lift the lid, let it cook, don't peek, don't do anything, just let it sit and cook. And make sure your eye though is once it starts to boil, you just bring it really low and it'll just simmer. So there we go, so that's that. Now we have our chicken. I'm gonna start just doing my chicken. I have a Dutch oven skillet. Most people, you need a large skillet for this because it's a whole chicken and you need to brown the chicken before you put everything back in. So we're gonna start browning the chicken right now. And the stewed chicken, my grandma always makes stewed chicken. But the one thing with her, she would fry her chicken first, like a smothered chicken. But this one you don't, with stewed chicken, you don't have to put the coating on it. But when I tell you, I just made some and I just tasted it. It's so good. I mean, you guys would enjoy this. It's a comfort food thing. I do gluten-free flour, so it's a lot lighter than the regular flour. So if you want to, do gluten-free, if you want to do regular, and you don't want to have as much, you can actually add more cornstarch to your flour. I mean, to the roux. It's called a roux when you thicken up the gravy. You can add the cornstarch instead of regular flour because it'll make it lighter. So let's get this. Let me put my gloves on, and we're gonna start seasoning your chicken. So here we are. If you have any questions about anything, let me know. I'm about to season this. So with this, all you need is seasoning salt, my seasoning salt doesn't have a lot of salt to it. So I put a little salt to it. Pink Himalayan sea salt I use all the time. My seasoning salt, a little bit of Cajun seasoning, and pepper. And I'll do a little garlic powder too. So let's put this together. Let's see. I'm gonna use, I have this bowl just so when once I brown the chicken, I put it back into the pot. That's the only thing about these things. Okay, that's on. We're gonna let that warm up. So now I have my Don't Hurt Your Tongue Baby Cajun, my Don't Hurt Your Tongue Baby garlic, and my Don't Hurt Your Tongue Baby seasoning salt. Hi guys, happy Sunday. Okay, so any questions you guys may have, just put them up. I think I can now save Instagram, because at first Instagram Live you could only just have it on and then it releases. So now I think I can save it. I may be able to go back and look and, I don't know, answer some things. Let's see. Okay, let's see. So now I have a whole chicken. I took the back out. I don't do the back. My mom used to always cook the back for us, and my sister, that was her favorite part of the chicken, but I'm not a back girl, so I have 2 legs, 2 wings, 2 thighs, and 2 breasts. Mommy, was there a question?
So you keep the lid on the rice the entire time?
I do. Keep the lid on the rice the whole time, set it for 20 minutes, and then, like I said, if you're not good with time, like you just look at the time right now, let's say it's 12:12. That was 12:10 that I put it in there. Once it starts boiling, do your 20 minutes. So it hasn't started just yet. Well, actually, let's let it boil first. You gotta let it boil first, then you don't touch the lid. So, okay, I'm gonna put some of my salt on there first, because, like I said, my seasoning salt doesn't have a lot of salt on it, so I'm just gonna add a little salt. And it's to your taste. It's however you like to season your stuff. I like more flavor than salt. I like salt, but I like the flavors more. So now I'm gonna add my seasoning salt to it. And I turned on the pot so it can get nice and hot. So the Dutch oven. So you can do a cast iron skillet. You could do a Dutch oven, but it has to be kind of a deep skillet and wide, because it's a lot of chicken. So let's see. It says, can't see what you're doing. Oh, yes. Okay. So here, I'm seasoning this. I'm going to show you guys. I'm seasoning the chicken. I'm trying to see how can I show you guys, because we have Instagram and we have Facebook. It says can't see. So can you see now? Okay, there you are. I normally have my daughters here, but they're not here this weekend, so I'm improvising. I'm just doing a little bit of improvising. So here, let me see. I can do it this way. Can you see this? Is it sideways now? Can you see? Can you see? Okay, now you can see. Okay, here we go. That was my my Cajun, now my garlic, and then pepper. And that's, you do it on both sides. You just season it on both sides. And your pepper. Then I'm going to flip it and do the same on the other side. And then we're going to brown the chicken. And then whatever's left on the bottom of the pan, we're going to use that as, oh, you can't, let me see. There we go. I'm going to use that as the drippings for the gravy. So let's see, we're going to turn this over. Now I'm going to do, again, my regular salt, then seasoned salt, then garlic, Cajun, and pepper. That's all you do. And we're gonna brown this. I'm gonna put a little bit of oil, as a matter of fact, in here now. And I use, now we're gonna turn this down. It's getting hot. Now I use olive oil. There's different types of olive oil. I use the light olive oil. It's good for sauteing and cooking and high heats. The extra virgin olive oil is good for marinades and things like that, things that you don't cook with. So you don't cook it and raise the heat, because it has a different taste, and it's not really good for you to change the temperature on the extra virgin olive oil. But I like the lighter olive oil, where it doesn't, it's like lighter and doesn't have the olive taste. So there's different types of olive oil, but make sure it's 100% olive oil too. That's the one thing most people don't realize. Some olive oils, it's really not real 100% olive oil. So, okay, this I'm gonna go ahead and start putting in the pan. See my chicken seasoned. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna bring you over here after I bring this over here. Watch this. Come on, guys. Let's see. Watch this. Here's the chicken. It's pretty hot. The pan's pretty hot, so it's starting to cook. I'm just gonna brown it. That's all I'm doing, is browning the pot. Here, let me flip you. See, I'm browning. And I'm not going to put them all in at one time. I'm just going to put a few in. I'll just do the legs, the thighs, and the wings first, and then I'll do the chicken breast after. So there we go. So we are doing Let me see. I didn't know that. Oh, you are so welcome. So, okay, so we are doing, I'm catching everybody up. We are doing stewed chicken, jasmine rice, and green beans for today. So that's what we're cooking together. And if you guys don't catch it on live, I'm going to post it on Facebook. But I'm also going to, kind of do a fast recipe on Instagram once I'm done. And you can go back and watch it. So while that's browning, I'm going to also do my green beans. So let me grab my green beans here. You just get a regular, like a skillet to where you can saute in. And what I do is I put a little bit of oil in the pan. I'll heat that up too. I put the oil in the pan first, and then I'm going to saute my onions. I like to saute my onions and my garlic before I put my green beans in. So I cut up my green beans to like 2-inch, 2-inch cuts, or you could do canned. I mean, it's up to you. I don't do anything canned. Even my tomatoes, I do like stewed tomatoes or cut up tomatoes boxed, because the box doesn't have, the can has like the BPAs. Now they're talking about BPA-free can lining, but it still tastes metallic to me, so I don't like canned foods at all. So I'm gonna let that brown, and then that's cooking. I'm gonna put some oil in that in a minute. And I use, for my green beans, I do just, it's pretty simple. I do salt, pepper, garlic powder, fresh onions, fresh garlic, and I do a no chicken broth because it's vegetarian, and a little bit of butter. So it's that simple. Salt, pepper, that's it. It's just that simple. But you let it kind of simmer, and I put the butter in like towards when it's kind of getting really, when they're getting a little soft. So let me flip these over, and let me show you guys. Show you again. Now see, I'm just browning the chicken just to kind of coat it on the side. And one tip, I'm doing this with the Dutch oven for you guys today. Thank you very much. I'm doing this with the chicken today, with the Dutch oven. But I actually cook my stewed chicken in a pressure cooker. My Grammy, she taught me pressure cookers are amazing. I love pressure cookers. So I did the first batch. And I already made it. For some that didn't hear me, I made a batch of stewed chicken before, so you guys can see it, because it's going to take an hour after we put it and cover it up. So I want you to see the finished product of that before we even finish, so you can see it, and then you can go back and finish it up. So, but I love pressure cookers. Pressure cookers. Most people really don't know what a pressure cooker is, or if you don't cook, don't use it if you're not experienced. But once you get used to cooking and seasoned at cooking, pressure cookers, they cook so much faster. Like you can cook, this chicken is probably supposed to cook for an hour after. Pressure cookers, I cook mine in like 15-20 minutes with a pressure cooker. So they're amazing when you know what you're doing, but until you know what you're doing, do not use a pressure cooker, guys. Okay, so this one's brown. And then what I do is I don't put it in the same pot that I had the other raw meat in. I just put it in this. It's still uncooked, but it's brown. Let me show you guys what it looks like now. It's just to brown the sides before we start doing it. And then I'm gonna now, see this, look guys. It's just brown, it's not cooked yet. So I'm taking this out, and then I'm gonna use the bottom of the pan, the seasoning at the bottom of the pan for the extra dripping for the gravy. So these are the chicken breasts are the last two. So these I'm gonna put off to the side, put this in the sink. And then, okay, now we're gonna do the green beans. Now, the pan is warm. I'm gonna add a little bit of oil to the bottom just to saute the onions. Let me show you guys this. Hi guys, happy Sunday. So I just added a little bit of oil. I'm gonna put it like probably like a 3/4 cup of onions at the bottom. And just brown these before. No, I'm gonna do a cup. Let me do a cup. Yeah, that's about a whole cup. So I'm gonna do that and let those brown for a minute. Okay. Guys, it's Sunday. It's not Saturday. It's Sunday. I thought it was Saturday at first too, though. Okay, so that's done. Let me flip these over, and it's okay. Key for those that don't know how to cook. Let me give you guys a tip. If this is too much at one time, you guys can cook it individually. You don't have to do it all at the same time. You can do your green beans first. You can do your rice last. You can do it all at different stages. I know how to cook everything in different, all at the same time. So key is, if you're not good at cooking and multitasking in the kitchen, do everything in one stage, in each stage, okay? But let me, so now, these are brownies. Also, they look so good. Oh my goodness. And it's not that hard to do. Stewed chicken is pretty easy. Once you brown everything, put it in the pot. All you do is let it go and just start eating. I mean, so let it cook and then you start eating. It's really simple. It's kind of like a gravy, but it's a little bit thick, a little bit more covering the chicken, and it's not fried. It's just brown at the bottom. Hold on 1 minute, guys. Just a minute. I need some more onions for the stew. Okay. Any questions? Anyone have questions?
Says you're so nice. I like the person you are.
Oh, thank you, guys.
Dress. Nice kitchen.
Yes, thank you. This dress is so comfortable. Oh my goodness, I've had this dress for a minute. I love this dress. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Let's see, what are you guys asking? This is how does it taste? Well, I have a lot of people that don't just taste my food, they experience it because it's amazing. So I'm hungry, chicken test, and hey, hello there. Hey, Burpee. What's the cookware that you're using? I'm using La Crusette. Burpee, my Gullah Gullah Island friend. Let me see. So this is cooking. I'm gonna add some garlic in a minute, but this is still cooking. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna now add in my goodness. I'm gonna add a little bit more oil. Actually, that's what I need to do. Not to forget. The oil that I had you guys get about a half a cup of oil to the bottom of this pan that I used for the chicken to brown the chicken in. And let me show you guys. It has like the drippings, the brown part. This is the best part of the pan when you make a gravy. See how it has the brown stuff at the bottom? And it actually, it's going to give your gravy the flavor. And it is light olive oil, yes. It says one of my favorite dishes my mother used to make. Yeah, this is like my grandma used to make this all the time. I love it. So that's there. I'm going to sit you guys here for a minute. So I'm doing this. You can't see me. Okay, hold on, guys. There we go. So this is the drippings. And then I'm going to now add in the flour. Ooh, you're sliding. Okay, I'm going to add in the flour. It's like a half a cup of flour. Mommy, can you hold both of these for a minute? Because, can you do both? Okay. Would you?
I can't see it.
Okay. Here, now I can hold one. So see, I'm adding in the actual flour. You just take a whisk and you just stir it so it won't be bubbly. You can add more salt and pepper to it if you want, but I wait to add it till later. So this is actually a half a cup of flour. And just blend it, let it stir for a minute, get a little bit brown. And then, let's see. Thank you guys for joining me today. Thank you. I'm so excited to be cooking with you guys again. Like I said, it's been a minute. So I appreciate all you guys coming and having a day with me. So now that that's done, I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to add in this. It's going to slide again. Hold on. I'm going to add in I asked you guys to do chicken broth. You can do a chicken broth and no chicken broth or water. It's up to you. This gives it more flavor. So it's going to be it's going to mix up a little bit. Watch this. This is 2 quarts of chicken stock. So, hold on. While this is cooking, I'm going to bring this down a little bit. I like my onions to be really, really caramelized. So now we're going to do this. And you may want to add a little bit more flour to it because this is a lot of liquid. I'm going to let this cook for a minute and add a little bit more flour because it's not as thick as I want it to be. With gluten-free flour, sometimes you have to add more. So I'm going to actually add more to that and give you guys... Hold on, guys. Now, my favorite gluten-free flour, I'll show you guys my favorite gluten-free flour. It's King Arthur. Gluten-free. It tastes just like regular flour. That's the closest that I come to regular flour because I know what regular flour tastes like. Now let me see. I'm going to add the garlic in here really fast.
It says, what did you cook?
I'm making stewed chicken, jasmine rice, and some green beans. So now that's done. I'm going to add, you don't want the garlic to go in too soon because see how the onions are brown? I just put the garlic in and now I'm going to put these in. and kind of mix them together and add some salt and pepper and all that good stuff to it. And then I'm going to add the liquid. And then I just cover it and let it cook. This is simple. So let's see. That's that, my salt and pepper. My pepper first.
So who cooks better, you or Cherie? Just a random question.
We both cook differently and delicious. I don't think no one is better than the other. I think we both cook. We have our own cooking styles, but we both cook amazing. Because I love her food and she loves mine. So there you have it. We both cook good. We do a good job. I think no one complains on either one of our foods. So okay, so that's that. I'm going to add the no chicken broth into this, and then you just let it simmer. This is pretty easy. And then I'm going to add the butter in. This is probably like about a cup and a half. And just mix it around, and then just put the top on, and then I'm going to add some more stuff to it, but we're going to let it kind of steam first. So there you go. That's done. Now I need to come back to this. See, it's getting thicker, but I want it a little bit more thick. So let's see. I'm going to add a little bit more flour to this.
It says, do you use frozen veggies?
I do not. As much as possible, I don't. Hold on, guys. The pepper got to me. Excuse me. Mom, you can pull it up. You can pull it up. I do not, as much as possible, use the frozen.
It's hard to focus.
It's okay. Let me just grab this. I'll get it in a minute. I know. Let me grab it. I'll grab it in a minute. I'm just going to add a little bit more flour to this, and then I'll stir. But that's probably like a fourth a cup more. So it's like 3/4 cup of flour you can add into that. But I do not use the frozen veggies. Now, I will sometimes, let me take that back. If they don't have fresh black-eyed peas, I'll do that. But sometimes, to me, frozen tastes different. It has a different taste to it than fresh. I try to give fresh as much as I can. So now that this is done, now here, Mommy, let me have one. Now that this is done, I'm going to add in my onions. This is about a cup and a half of onions. A half a cup of bell peppers. And a fourth a cup of celery. So, and that's called the Trinity, guys. Most people don't know that. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. So see, now it's just, I'm going to add, it's going to thicken up a little bit more, but I'm going to do a little bit, make it a little thicker. Is Hollywood X's ever coming back on? Now that's the question we keep getting. Now, for us, I don't know if it's coming back to VH1. We have some things in the works we don't know yet. Oh, and then you also have like a teaspoon of garlic, fresh garlic, minced garlic. So we don't know with VH1, but we have some other things in the works. So we don't know yet. Just gotta wait and see. So I'm gonna put you back here. Now hold on a moment. Let me blend this up. I'm gonna put some more. But thank you guys for your support for Hollywood Exes, because you guys all are just true supporters, and we love that. We love you guys for that. Thank you so much. So you never know what can happen. Stuff happens. So I'm gonna add a little bit more salt into this and pepper, and then I'm gonna put the chicken in a few moments. And then that's all. This is stewed chicken. That's all it is. It's just that, and you just let it cook for an hour. It's just that simple, guys.
Says you must get your own show. Love your recipes and spirit. Go, girl.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys, for your just coming and hanging with me.
And do you ever use home canned vegetables?
I do not use canned vegetables. I was just talking about that. I actually only use for, normally it's always fresh, but when I do need to do tomatoes, there's a brand from Italy called Palm, P-O-M. I use Palm boxed tomatoes. And they have them chopped, they have the tomato sauce, they have tomato paste, they have all of it, and it's all natural. A lot of times from different countries like Europe, the European countries, they don't have the preservatives that we have in our stuff. So that's the only thing that I'll do. But most of the time, yes, canned vegetables I don't do. I don't like the taste. Even when I was a little girl, my mother would tell you, I never liked the taste of canned vegetables. It's like metallic-y. I don't know why. Ugh, it's disgusting. I don't like it. I'm gonna add a little bit more Cajun to it, guys. And then I'm gonna put the chicken in, and it's gonna just cook for an hour. And that's all it is. That's all it is to it. So here, I can't show you. Here, Mommy, one more time. Here, let let me have you come over here. I'll flip it. So one more time. It says, thank you guys so much. Let me see. Here we go. Okay, see that I added some Cajun to it, so I'm going to stir it before I put it in there. Or no, I could just put it on top. That's my Cajun seasoning on top, so gives it a little kick. Now, if you want to put the hot sauce in too, you can. I will put it in at the last minute. I'll take some out for my girls. A couple of them don't really like the hot sauce, so I won't add it in right now. But see, now I'm adding this back in, and it's going to simmer for a whole hour. Look at that. That looks amazing. And then the juices will it'll go down a little bit as you cook it. And then that you have your gravy afterwards. So that is your stewed chicken. And you just let it cook for an hour. And that's it. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit.
It says home canned veggies are actually in jars.
Oh, no, oh, I thought she said canned veggies. I'm sorry. Home canned, yes. I didn't know. I thought she said canned veggies. So it says hello. What? Oh, you guys are silly.
And do you make your own seasonings?
I do. I actually sell my own seasonings. You can go to www.mickaspantry.com, and it's MICKASPANTRY. So you can go there and get my spices. I have 9 spices. I have seasoning salt, garlic powder, Cajun, seafood, chili, taco. There's another one I'm missing. Taco. Poultry, and then cinnamon vanilla sugar and peppermint vanilla sugar for desserts. So I have two sweet and 7 savory spices. I'm gonna actually make 2 more. I have 2 more in the works. I'm gonna do a jerk chicken spice, or a jerk rub, and then I'm gonna do something that, you know, the Goya Sazon. I have that already done. I just have to now start bottling that up. So I have a couple of spices. So I'll have 11 spices soon, guys. Maybe make it maybe even 12, even dozen. I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna see about that.
So when you're gonna show us how to pickle pig feet? Me and my granddaddy been waiting on that one.
Oh, well, when I tell you when I was a little girl, I used to tear pig feet up. But I found out that I'm allergic to pork, so I can't do any pork. I can't eat pork at all. I know I still make pork for people. I actually make chitlins once a year for some of my family members. I used to always do it. And I used to eat it, but now I can't. So I love food, guys. I mean, I don't think you understand. My family's from the South, so I was raised to enjoy food and eat everything that was on your plate. Like nowadays kids, what bothers me is kids have options. We didn't have options. We ate what was there, and if we didn't eat it, we sat there until we ate it. That doesn't happen anymore. So the funny thing is like, but pickled pig feet, I'll have my Grammy one day come on and do that. And actually, she knows how to make hog head cheese too. That was my favorite. Now, I don't know if everybody know what hog head cheese is. It's really what it's called. It's hog head cheese. Well, I mean, it's not cheese, but it's like, you know, condensed stuff. But oh my goodness. So, yeah. But I won't be doing pickled pig feet. I maybe one day do some chitlins for you when it's a holiday so you can see for my family. But I don't want to make something and waste it. So most people, my girls will not eat pickled pig feet or anything that's pork pretty much. So let's see. Now I have, let's see, it says my pig feet should. Where do you go to the grocery shop? Okay, I go to the grocery store. I go to Sprouts, I go to Whole Foods, I go to Trader Joe's. Now I go to Ralph's also. I find a lot of their foods organic, a lot of their organic foods. A lot of grocery stores are now doing organic. Albertsons now have the whole section. So go to your local grocery store if you can't afford the Whole Foods or Sprouts or things like that. Whole Foods. I mean, that's where I go get my meat because I know where the meat comes from. Other than that, just your local grocery store. Whatever you have near you that sells organic or natural foods. No fillers, all that good stuff. So I'm just waiting now. I think, let's see. I think this is almost done. It is just about done. My rice is just about done. Now I'm going to do the green beans because this is really it. Like I said, your stewed chicken is going to cook for a whole hour after we put it in there. So I'm going to show you guys the finished product in a minute, huh?
Says you need to be cloned. Blessings, Micka.
Oh, that's funny. Well, I appreciate it. That's funny. Well, I thank you for that. I say, well, there's a few of me out there. Maybe there's a couple of you. I'm pretty unique. I do know that because we're all unique. But I'm pretty sure there's some women out there that still cook, that still do a lot of different things. It's rare, but I think they're out there.
Okay. Loves your lasagna. Can you post a recipe for lactose-free version?
Oh, that's gonna be hard. But they're now making lactose-free cheese and stuff like that. I have to, well, the only things you do is just change up the different types of cheese to lactose and lactose-free ricotta, cheddar, and mozzarella. And Parmesan. Those are the only cheese that I have in there. So that's all I can say is just do the same recipe, but just flip it with the lactose-free cheese.
It says you won't be wasting on the pig feet. You won't be wasting it. My granddaddy said he's gonna come pick it up if you can look. That's funny.
That's so funny. I am not cooking pig feet, guys. I will have my Grammy make it. How about that? Because then she can share it with you. Because that's gonna be a lot. My auntie Minnie, she makes pig feet, and she makes it with sauerkraut. When I tell you that was the best pig feet I've ever had, oh, it was like sauerkraut. Oh, it's so good. Oh my goodness. I'm adding some more seasoning to the green beans, and then we're just gonna let those simmer, and I'm gonna show them to you in a minute. Did I add garlic to that?
Have you written a cookbook yet?
I do. I have a cookbook, but I have to publish it. So I still haven't published it, guys. I promise I will. I have it. I have to put it all together and publish it. I have all my recipes for you guys. I've just been procrastinating, and I know that's not cool, but I'm going to do it. I promise. Okay, so here's the green beans. Let me show you guys the green beans. Hold on. Let's see. Here are the green beans so far. So you just make sure that there's enough liquid to coat the bottom, because I'm just going to put the top back over it and steam it. So this, I put a little bit of seasoning salt in that too. See now, folks, if y'all going to start getting nasty, I'm about to block you. I'm going back to block you. Anyway, so we are almost done. I think my rice is done. The rice is done. That's going to just simmer for a while, the chicken, and then the green beans. And then let me show you guys what the stewed chicken looks like done. And I'm going to, after that, you guys can ask me questions, and we can talk and have a conversation after this. So let me show you guys, open this up and show you what it actually looks like done. Let's see. Where is it? Right here. So here, let me show you guys. Come on over. Let me show you what it looks like. Here we go. Look at this, dude. This is actually from my pressure cooker, but look at that. It's like falling off the bone. Look at that. It's just coming off. Look at that. I am doing southern stewed chicken. See that gravy? And you put that over your rice. Look at that. So, yeah, so this is already done. I cooked this earlier. So this is one of my favorite dishes that my grandma used to make. So I wanted to show you guys and give a treat to you guys. So any questions, guys? I'm gonna do this. So any questions you guys have as the green beans are cooking? You guys have any questions?
Skinless chicken?
That is boneless, skinless that I put in there. Those are thighs. So whatever chicken you choose, you don't have to do a whole chicken. You could do a whole chicken. You could do chicken thighs, chicken legs, whatever your favorite chicken is, part of the chicken is, you can cook. Excuse me. The pepper got to me. So you could do any part of the chicken, boneless, skinless. This is boneless, skinless chicken thighs. So I made that. And then a lot of times when it's boneless, skinless, it doesn't take as long to cook. So you can determine if you wanted to do that. It takes a lot less time. So I have that. What else was there? What was the question? Okay. Let me see. Have you a question? Can I get a plate? Hey, Trev. Let me see.
Well, thank you, Karen Fuller Hardy. She said, great camera work, Mama.
Oh, yes. My mother's very good at the camera work. Thank you, Mommy dear.
You're welcome.
And so, yes, you are welcome. Thank you guys for joining me. I am not making a dessert. What?
That looks so good. Make me want to slap my mama. I have to call her on FaceTime and have her put her face on.
That's funny. That's so funny. My mother's actually slapped herself a couple times when she's eating my food. That's what she tells me. But yeah, so hi guys. Happy Sunday. Any questions? Anything you guys want to know? Tips? I know I have a lot of my lupus warriors on live too, and I follow a lot and you guys follow me, but you know, I just pray that you guys are well. Happy Lupus Awareness Month. It is May. Lupus is something that people still don't understand what the disease, you know, the actual, what it is, what the disease is. And so happy Lupus Awareness Month. If you guys have someone living with lupus or you're a lupus survivor, you know, just educate yourself or educate others on what you're going through or what your family member's going through. It's important because a lot of times I say that, a lot of times people look at me and they're like, oh, you don't look like you're sick or you don't look like you have lupus. And I tell people lupus doesn't have a look. That's why a lot of times they cannot figure out what's going on in a person's body because of the fact that lupus is not detected for sometimes years. So just educate yourself, guys, and just, you know, if you have it or if your family members have it, if you have it, you know, just share with others what you're going through and just allow them to help you too. A lot of times we're too proud to be helped. I know I am. I'm always like, I'm a tough cookie, I got this. I'm a tough cookie, I got this. Sometimes we do need help and we need to be able to allow others to help us. That for one, but then also if you have a family member or friends that are lupus survivors, just, you know, just give them a hand, you know, a hand sometimes, because we try to do a lot, and that's what a lot of times we get sick, is when we try to overdo it. So just, you know, that's all I ask, guys. Any questions?
Yes, did you brown the chicken before cooking in the pressure cooker? And is the Dutch oven or the pressure cooker better for stewed chicken?
I did brown the chicken in both the Dutch and the pressure cooker. The pressure cooker is faster. The Dutch oven, it actually allows you to simmer it a lot, you know, for a long time. So pressure cookers, to me, that's what I use in everything. So, you know, that's what I do. But if you don't have a pressure cooker, the Dutch oven is good because it kind of allows it to just simmer. So either one, both of them are equally amazing for me. I love them. So I'm going to put this back to the side here. And now after your rice is done, you let it sit for about 5 minutes to kind of get the moisture into the rice, and that's done. Now this, the only thing is the green beans. I'm actually going to show you guys that, and then we're just about done.
It says, when frying chicken, what gluten-free flour do you use?
I use, this is baking flour, but I use the all-purpose flour. This is the same one. It's King Arthur's gluten-free baking flour. I mean regular flour, all-purpose flour. This is my favorite because it's the closest to regular flour. Because I used to cook regular and I know what regular flour tastes like, and I don't want to take things away from how I used to cook. People don't even know the difference when I cook it. So now this is, I'm gonna add the butter into it. I just did like a fourth a stick of butter. Well, no, that's a little more than a fourth. It's like almost a half a stick of butter, and then you just let this simmer and just get it to how tender you want your green beans. However you, I don't like crunchy green beans, so I like them to be a little bit more soft. So I just added that in there, and I'm gonna let this simmer, and then there we go. I need to block some folks. Okay, hold on, let me see. How do you block these folks?
Yanni knows.
I don't know how to block folks, but anyways, it's a mess. Now, thank you guys. Instagram Live, I'm about to turn you off because I don't think I have much time. So we're gonna go ahead and finish up everything. I'm gonna show you guys the finished product. I'm gonna give you guys a finished, I'm gonna go through it and do a fast little recipe thing for you guys. I'm gonna post that later on today. And you guys can cook it now, you can finish up, you can cook it later, you can cook it whenever you want to come back. That's Instagram because it's going to cut off, but I'm still on Facebook. So if you guys want to go back over to Facebook, you can, okay? Bye, guys, on Instagram because it's getting a mess. It's becoming a mess. Bye. Oh, my goodness. They're a mess on Instagram. Like, it's really crazy. I had people just seeing stuff. So I had to end Instagram because it's just a mess. So that's done. But Facebook, hi guys. You guys are my family. You guys are different than the Instagram. So I'm almost done. I mean, pretty much I'm almost done. I'm gonna show you guys what this looks like, what the rice looks like. And like I said, it's so simple. It's not that hard to do rice. Like I said, I let it sit 20 minutes. Now I'm gonna grab this now. Watch this. See my rice? It's nice and flaky. And it's done. It's perfect rice. So 20 minutes, and that's it. And you're done. So, let's see. Let me go. I just got you in it. Just for a minute. But so, yes, let me see what you guys say. Hi guys. Yeah, they are mean on Instagram. It was just a mess. You know, it's just people have nothing better to do. But anyway, I'm not worried about it. What were the vegetables? The vegetables are it's veggies are green beans. Now last night I did some sweet potatoes and some kale, so I'm gonna add that to mine today. But other than that, I did, let me see, yeah, I'm gonna get their accounts and block them definitely. It was a mess. But anyway, so yes, that's what I did. I did those, and let me see what else. Do you ever use brown rice? I do normally use brown. I do a lot of quinoa. I don't do a lot of rice, but because that's the gravy, this is what I heard. So okay, people believe that brown rice is better. Rice is rice. Brown rice actually has more arsenic in it, right? Am I right, Mom? Than white rice. I don't know why, but I use quinoa. I don't do a lot of rice, period. But the jasmine rice is because, you know, it's a southern dish, so you want some white rice. I try not to do rice at all, if possible. So I do use brown rice. I'll do black rice. I love black rice. That's the one that I use more than anything. But because this is a southern dish, I wanted to do the white rice so it can absorb the gravy, the flavors in the gravy, and it doesn't have a different one. So yeah, if you do your research on a lot of this stuff, people don't realize when you overdo things, they talk about, you know, this is the fad. There's different fads, but they tell you things are good for you, then they're not. Then they're good for you, then they're not. You know, so it's a mess. You know, you have to do what's best for you. I love quinoa. I love black rice. I like jasmine rice, so that's why I didn't do the long grain. Most people you do long grain. I like jasmine, so I just wanted to absorb the flavors. So that's what I like. And I think, let me show you guys, is the green beans. They look amazing. And you just let them cook. I mean, I'm almost done with mine, but you can actually let them be even softer. But the flavor is going to be amazing because in this you'll have the flavors of the garlic, the onions, the no chicken broth, and it actually tastes like chicken broth, but it's just vegetarian. But you have all that stuff. So there you go. It says, okay, it says if you season the green beans, how would you balance it if it's too salty? Now, you can add a little bit of water to it. You can add some water to it to take away the saltiness, or drain it first. What you do is you could drain it first, and then you can just add a little bit more water to it, or even the no chicken broth, because the no chicken broth doesn't have a lot of salt. So you just drain it and just add some more liquid to it. And then, guys, I think that's it. Any more questions? Any more questions? What is the brand? Let's see. It says leave me in the plate at the end of the driveway. That's so funny. You guys are funny. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I'm going to do. Should I get back on Instagram? Because I just thought about that. I'm going to do a cooking class. I'm going to do a cooking class for you guys. There was so many of you guys that say, yes, you want me to cook. I'm going to go state to state to do cooking classes with you guys and just, you know, have a good time. I want to teach those that don't know how to cook. I want those that can cook come and enjoy with me and just have a good time together. So I'm going to, in the next couple weeks, I'm going to let you guys know. I'm going to start from the West Coast all the way to the East Coast. So I'm going to start in LA and Chino Hills and all that stuff, like the Inland Empire area and LA first, and then I'm just gonna go from there on over. So I will definitely let you guys know when it's gonna be and the dates and all that stuff, but and you can pre-register and all that stuff. I'm gonna have all that up for you guys too. So I would love for you guys to come and join me and cook with me, enjoy the day with me. And I don't drink, so I'll have wine for you guys. I'll have apple cider for me, and we'll just toast and just enjoy. So we're gonna definitely do that, and I'll let you know. Texas, yes, I'm gonna hit every state. Just know I'm gonna hit every state. So you guys, like I said, if you want me to do it, you gotta register, and you know, once I put it up, you register and come out. That's what I'm gonna do, okay? So Arizona, it will be, well, is it Arizona? Will it be Vegas? One of the two. It'll be, so you'll see, it'll all come. I'm going from the West Coast to the East Coast. So I'll probably end it in New York. So that's that, because I love New York. I love New York. So I could party after that. That'll be my ending. But then I'll come back to it too. So just so you know, I'll keep doing different classes, because I'm gonna do one dish with you guys with dessert, and you know, a meal and a dessert, and then I can keep changing them. If you guys, the more you want me to come, I will be there. So let me know. But I'm gonna let you guys know when I start, okay? So I want you guys to enjoy your Sunday. I thank you guys again for just coming and supporting me and having fun with me and cooking with me. And you can come back and watch this video as much as you want. Show your friends. Share with your friends if they want to learn how to cook this. But it's just that simple. Let me show you guys one more time what the chicken looks like before we go. Let me see. See, it's stewing. It's cooking. So it's on simmer. Let me see. And it's just bubbling. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, what brand of broth? There's the broth that I use. I'm going to thicken this up just a little bit more too. And this gravy is going to be amazing. So I can cook. This is going to cook for another 45 minutes. I'm coming to Atlanta, yes. The broth is called Imagine. It's all organic, natural, gluten-free, all that good stuff. So that is my chicken and my green beans. I'm cutting those off. And yes, we are done. I thank you again, and I will see you guys soon. Have a good Sunday. Bye.